Peoples, President of Butte Central Catholic Schools, and welcome to We Are BC TV. Today my special guest is head tennis coach, Becky Hancock. Becky also doubles as our head girls volleyball coach in the fall, so you're sort of a double duty coach, right?
I am, yes. Yes.
You've been with tennis for 7 years and the volleyball program for 8 years, so you're a veteran on the staff at Butte Central now.
I am. Been here a long time. Enjoy it. Enjoy working with the kids.
You know, and it probably is sort of a neat thing. You've got quite a few girls that probably do both, where you see those kids multiple times during the year.
Yeah, for sure. I get a lot of my volleyball girls coming out and playing tennis for me. I kind of love that. In a way, you know, during volleyball, if they're not, I just kind of generalize it. If you're not doing anything in the spring, come out and play some tennis for me. It's a great, you know, lifetime sport to learn. If they're not doing anything else. Yeah, I get a lot of.
Well, that is sort of one of the unique things at Butte Central. There are just so many opportunities for kids to participate.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure you have kids that come out for tennis that have played tennis as younger kids, but you have kids that probably come out that have never played before.
Yep.
That's sort of the Butte Central way. We have so many opportunities for kids to be part of our sports program.
Yes, you do, and you do get a lot of beginners coming into tennis, and it kind of grows on them. And they kind of come into it just as a sport, you know, play for fun, and kind of end up really enjoying it as they continue on.
Tennis really is sort of, the kids really enjoy playing tennis.
Yeah, they do.
And it's got sort of its own unique social environment, too, where they get to know their competitors and the teams they play against. It really is sort of a social thing, too, right?
Yeah, social thing. And it's kind of their own deal in the sense, you kind of get what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And they kind of learn that along the way, and it's, they learn that it's pretty tough competition out there once they start competing against other schools. And it's kind of them and their opponent too. They're calling their own stuff, and there's no ref really, and so it's that honor system too that builds a lot of character in that sense.
When I read in the news media following your meets or tennis competitions, that you're often talking about how you really feel like the kids are getting better, which is always something a coach wants to see. But just reading the stories this year, it sounds like your kids have really improved from the beginning of the year to where they are right now.
They have. Last year, we didn't have a season last year, so I've got a lot of kids that have never played at that competitive level. Probably never played. Some of them never played tennis before, and so it's been kind of fun this year, especially watching them grow. And learn the game, get better at each meet, each practice. And that's, a lot of my articles are focused on that because, they lost out on last year. So we're seeing a lot of that, improvement as the year is.
And it seems like there are more and more wins that are happening.
Yes.
So that's always a sign, right?
Yes. Even in the score, even if they're not winning, the scores are getting better. They're moving up. They're moving to the ball better. Getting the body behind the ball, all of it. You can just see a huge improvement when we first started, and so it's been a fun year. I have a great group this year that I'm working with. The boys' side is low numbers right now, but I have 15 girls, and we're having fun, and they show up, and they work hard, and they put the work in, and like you can tell when we get to those meetings.
So we're getting down the home stretch now. It's getting close to divisional time, and then the state meets right after that. Talk about the divisional. Who's tough in the divisional? Where's the divisional competition at? And maybe just tell us about divisionals.
All the schools have been pretty tough throughout the years. Corvallis, Dillon, usually some top-ranked teams there with their tennis squads. So as we near divisionals, our goal, like I've said, we've kind of gotten better. We haven't been winning in the beginning, but as we get to this last stretch here, as long as we're progressing our game to the level it needs to get to come divisionals here in a couple of weeks, I think we're going to have a lot of kids competing and winning and kind of seeing themselves get, quite a ways in the bracket there.
Sure.
I'm really looking forward to that because right now we're kind of right there on the cusp of, I don't know how they're going to do, but I do think once we get there and get into the competition, and kids are just always different at, tournament time.
Sure.
They always compete to a usually higher level than they have been. And so with some of these kids, I'm kind of excited to see what they can do here in a couple
Well, in your tenure, you brought quite a few kids to the state meet.
Yes, almost. Yeah, with tennis, it's almost been every year.
Right.
You know, what happens is you get some of those athletic kids that come out and they
just
kind of
get
pick up
better
on
and
the
better, right?
they pick up on the game pretty quickly, and it progresses from there. Yeah, and they end up at the state tournament and doing usually pretty well. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to this year. You know, I have an athletic squad, athletic kids there that I think could get a couple of them into that state tournament.
Great. Well, we'll wrap up with some more tennis at the end of this, but let's maybe just switch gears a little bit and talk about volleyball. I know volleyball season's still 4+ months away, but you're probably starting to plan for your summer activities, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I lost a lot of seniors this past year, so you kind of look at and kind of want to put. We didn't get much of a summer program last year,
Yeah, it was
so
tough, wasn't
kind of thinking out, you know, the open gyms, the weight training. Finally got kind of a weight training deal going on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 a.m. Let's see if we can get those girls out.
Get them going, right?
Get them going. Along with some volleyball open gyms, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting camps going again and kind of getting things back.
It will be nice to get the young
that.
kids back into the trainers.
And especially with the younger squad I got coming up, I think it's going to be really good.
Well, last year at this time, we didn't know if there was going to be a fall season.
Yeah.
And we really didn't know if there was going to be a fall season until late July. You know, so it really made it hard to do all that normal summer stuff, right?
Yeah, we did open gyms, but again, it was just so, you know, we were taking the proper steps and protocols for everything that sometimes I didn't think we were getting as much as we needed out of everything. But I'm really looking forward to the summer and getting again back to some.
I think everybody has their fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's going to be a way different deal, hopefully, right?
Yes, hopefully. Get back into normal.
Well, Coach, thanks for being here.
Thank
You know, the state meet is in Village, just said here in about 3 weeks, right? So the goal is hopefully get some maroon tennis players there. And
That's our goal.
yeah, thanks for all your great work
Thank
in
you.
both the
Thank
volleyball
you.
program and
Yes.
tennis. And best of luck at the home stretch. And again, it'll be fun to get back to summer activities.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here on We Are BC TV.